You're the Chancellor to an evil sorcerer who recently took over your kingdom. He has called you to his lair at the top of his evil tower to talk to you about some policy choices. You'd be more scared if he wasn't such a dork.
Who dares disturb my evil plotting?
Ah, Chancellor. Excellent. I was expecting you. Please enter my lair. Now, I want to discuss something with you. Remember last week when you brought me that tax reform bill, and I said it wasn't evil enough? Yes, well, I got your new version earlier today. You just went through here and added the word evil in front of every noun and evilly in front of every verb. You realize that's not what I meant by making it eviler, right? The evil farmers must evilly pay 1 evil silver coin to evilly sell their evil produce at the evil market on evil Thursdays. And you went through and just added those words between the lines with that V symbol. I hate that. I swear to the evil gods I will zap you into a snail if you try something like this again. Okay? Wait, no. Snails aren't very evil. What's an evil animal? Ha! I know, I'll zap you into a crow. Yes, yes, beg. Beg for your very life, Chancellor. Ooh, this makes me feel so evil. Mwah. Now I'm going to sign this just because I can tell you're trying. Just know I expect better from you from now on. Now, this other legislation. You're proposing abolishing the caste system and allowing the peasants to elect their own governors. Explain how this is evil. Ah, I see. Brilliant. All those arrogant noblemen finding out that they're no better than a simple peasant, and being forced to give up their castles to whatever whitewashed yokel the rabble elects to take their place. Maybe there's hope for you after all. What is this? A petition from the village of Happy Hill? A drought, you say? They want me to provide them with some water. They've been asking me this for weeks. I find that they are trying my patience. I should punish them somehow. Oh, you have an idea. What is it? Yes, they are having a festival soon, aren't they? And you say I should cast a spell and make it rain on the festival? Brilliant! Imagine those goody-goodies dancing all around happily, only to have to go and hide inside from the most rain they've had in years. Ha ha ha! That's what they get for asking me to solve their... What was it again? Oh, never mind. You know, Chancellor, I think you're really getting the hang of this. You really seem to get me, you know? Not like my orcs. Just between you and me, they don't really have their hearts in the whole evil thing, you know? I mean, look out at the courtyard there. You see that old lady? She's a country bumpkin that got separated from her family and needed directions. And instead of, eating her, like they're supposed to, they're watching her until they find her daughter. See? Look at that. They just laughed at one of her old lady jokes. Hey, Commander Toldek the Cruel. You're absolutely terrible at this. You orcs are just a bunch of no-good softies. No, I will not let you change your name to Toldek the Reasonable. Next time you see an old lady, I want you to eat them. You got it? No, I don't care how bad they taste. Ugh, see? You think a big scary looking guy would be better at this. Did you know they write poems? Who ever heard of a warrior poet? What do you mean that's a thing? Whatever. Okay, so you had some questions about the budget. Very well. Yes, I have ordered 2 fortresses built at opposite ends of the kingdom. What of it? Oh no, they're not defensive. You see, there are these 2 peasants in the village a few days to the west. I saw them in my magic mirror. They are so in love, it's sickening. They're one of those annoying happy couples, like, "Oh, sweetie bumpkin, let's go make dinner together and watch the sunset." Ugh. So I'm building 2 fortresses to keep them apart from each other. But we don't have the budget for that. Fine. We can keep them in the same fortress then, and build it up by the border with the sand elves. I don't trust those guys. Okay, I know you didn't just ask me about the eyeshadow budget. I have an image to uphold here, and it takes an excessive amount of purple eyeshadow. Of course, if it's truly such a drain on the budget, I know a spell to turn an insolent vizier into a makeup palette. That's what I thought. Now then, what's this about reports of monsters in the Valley of Misery? Don't worry about that. I know what caused this. See, a few weeks ago, I saw a man in my magic mirror who was, maybe ever so slightly, a little eensy bit prettier than me. In certain lighting. So I did what any reasonable king would do. I went down there and used my magic to transform him into a hideous beast. But he was out with a bunch of friends, and I realized some of them were also really handsome. And I decided to get them too. Just to be safe, you know. And then I could tell all his other friends felt kind of sad because I didn't think they were very handsome. And like, I'm evil, but I'm not mean, you know. So I zapped them too. So now there's like 30 hideous beasts wandering around there. You think that was excessive? You dare question me? I'll show you. I'll hit you with the very same spell. Habeas corpus. How do you feel now, Chancellor, knowing that you'll be spending the rest of your life as a hideous beast? No, you won't change any more. That was the whole spell. Are you saying that giving someone cat ears doesn't make them hideous? I wondered why they didn't seem very worked up. Oh, my pie is ready. Why am I baking? You see, Chancellor, this is part of my evilest scheme yet. Allow me to demonstrate. Here is a slice I prepared from earlier with a little scoop of vanilla ice cream. I'm going to go down to the orphanage and serve them this very same dish. Why don't you try some? Good, isn't it? The berries are just so perfectly ripe, and the crust is so flaky, so buttery and crumbly, just flaky enough. Maybe even a little too flaky, wouldn't you say, my friend? Makes you feel like trying some of that ice cream, doesn't it? Well, go for it. Have a little forkful to tame the dryness in your throat. No ice cream for you. Just imagine doing that to all those poor little orphans. Gosh, I'm so evil. And that's just the beginning. They will soon find that today will be their last day as orphans. For I have arranged for them to be adopted by loving families. Just imagine, Chancellor. No more wild and carefree days as orphans. Free to go and to stay up late. Now I have condemned them to a life of family pictures and board games and eating vegetables. And that's not all. I will ruin their childhoods furthermore. For I have decided our kingdom shall adopt compulsory education. Do an evil laugh with me, Chancellor. Welp, I better get a move on. Those orphans won't ruin their own day after all. Oh, hey. How do you feel about changing your title from Chancellor to Vizier? It just sounds more evil to me. You like it? Vizier it is, then. Just between you and me, am I doing a good job with this evil thing? I'm just kind of winging it. I'm doing good. I mean, of course I'm doing good. Question me again, I shall turn you into a clam. Or something. You're dismissed, my evil Vizier.